Hello YouTube and welcome to another Rclone tutorial. So in this video I'm going to show you some very basic commands that you can use with Rclone in order to troubleshoot your cloud storage or just to show some very useful information about your cloud storage. So are you ready? Let's get started. So as you have seen on my previous videos, I showed you how to set up a Backblaze B2 cloud storage remote, and with the use of the Rclone command we have set up this. Okay, so when you are set up in actually a remote, you actually configure a config file. So inside this config file you have your API keys and bunch of information. Okay, so the first thing is to know the location of this config file. So here I'm under Windows, so if you want to see where this config file is actually located, it's pretty simple. You have to type this command here, rclone config, then file, simply as that. So here I am under Windows, so it shows me the specific location of this config file, which is called rclone.conf. So it's the same name if you are using Mac or using actually Linux, but the path will be actually different. So this is a very actually useful commands if you want to see or if you want to edit this config file manually. Okay, so sometimes you can need that. Okay, so let's gonna move actually to the second commands. So the second commands is actually to know your remotes. Okay, so if you type the command rclone that we have seen, just rclone config and hit enter. So this command will allows you to see the name of your remotes. So here for example I have two remotes. One is called B2, which is a normal remote related to my Backblaze B2 cloud storage, and second remote is actually an encrypted one, so I name it encrypted B2 remote. Okay, so here as you can see the type is crypt. Okay, so you can use this command to show just the remote that you have, or there is actually another command using rclone also, is rclone list remotes. So simple as that. So this command will give you simply without any actually options the list of remotes that you have. Okay, so now let's move to another thing. Let's say that you want, for example, to see or to show the size of your remote. So here I have a remote here called P2. So let me see the command that will allows me to see actually its size. So I will type simply rclone, once again size this time, and the name of my remote, which is in this case B2, and don't forget the column that comes after. So I will hit enter, and here as you can see this remote contain actually 1034 actually objects, so files and folders, and the total size is 1.5 gigabytes. So this is also very useful information that sometimes you need. I can do the same, but this time for the encrypted one, encrypted B2. So for this one I have a total object of 76. Okay, and the total size is just 303 kilobytes. Okay, so the size command is also pretty interesting here if you want to actually get a view of the size of your remote. Okay, so let's move on. Now the command to actually list the buckets inside actually a remote. So when you're set up in actually a remote, and if you want to upload some files, you create what we call buckets. So here I have a remote called the P2. Let's see the content or just actually the bucket that it contains. So I will type simply rclone, then lst, then B2 with the column, don't forget that, and I will hit enter. So this remote, as you have seen here, contains actually 4 buckets, so you can create as many buckets as you want. The only conditions is that they must be actually unique names among all the users. Okay, so if you want to create a bucket and the name is used by someone else, you will fail to create it. So choose a name specific for you. Okay, so as you have seen here, my remote contains 4 buckets. Okay, so let me see that I want, for example, to see the contents of specific actually remote. So for that I'll use another command, not lst but just ls, and then I will give it the name of my remote, which in my case is B2, then the bucket. So here, for example, let's see the content of the bucket name aminos ninatos. Okay, here we go. So it will list the content of this bucket. So as you can see here, it contains a bunch of files and folders, but mainly here I have a folder called notes, and inside it I have a bunch of actually notes, and here at the bottom we have a couple of files. Okay, so this is also a very useful command to list the content of any bucket. Okay, you can use another command similar this one. Okay, but I want to see also the date and time of the uploads. So instead of writing just ls, I will add here another L. Here we go. So this time, so before we have actually just the total bytes of any file, but now we have the addition to the bytes, we have the date and time. So sometimes this is also very useful if you want to see, for example, the most recent uploaded files. Okay, so remember that. So all those commands are the very basic one that you can use in your everyday troubleshooting, or just using the simple commands like rclone copy if you want to copy a file from your local to the cloud storage, or if you want to synchronize also files and folders with your remote actually location. So I will finish here by saying something. So I will return back to this config file, rclone config file. So by default this file actually is not encrypted, so you can open it when editor and edit it. Okay, and inside it you will actually get in plain text your API key. So if someone gets a hold of this API key, it can actually hack your cloud storage. So you can actually encrypt it. So in order to encrypt it, it's pretty simple. So when you execute this command rclone config, you get a bunch of options here. So you choose actually the option with the S set configuration password. Okay, so I'll type here S. Here we go, and here it offers me an option to add a password to encrypt this config file. So I will simply hit A. Here we go. So here I can enter a password to encrypt my file. Here we go. So everything now, as you can see here, your configuration is encrypted. I can unencrypt it if I want, but I need for that the same password, obviously. Okay, so I will quit. Here we go. I will quit once again. Here we go. So now whenever I type rclone config, let me see, rclone config, so the first thing I get is to enter the configuration password. So that means that our configuration file is actually just encrypted. So in order to unencrypt it, not to encrypt it, just to use it, you have to enter actually the password. So let me enter the password here. Here we go. So now I can get all the information I want. And the same things applies to other commands, like for example rclone, for example size encrypted B2. So whenever you execute the command, you have to provide this password in order to get the result. Okay, so that was just a brief video to show you the basic Rclone command that you can use in your everyday task in order to use Rclone. So if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment or a like. So as always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.